Number 4, pause before you react. When you're having a heart issue or things that are going on, don't just fly off with the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah, you're gonna
That
regret
may
it.
not be the best thing that comes to your mind. More than likely, we're going to respond with emotion to a situation out of our heart, especially now. Think about this. If you haven't been examining your heart and some of the things we already talked about at the
Ooh,
very beginning, what do you think you're going to manifest out of your
what's gonna
heart?
come out of it?
We are, especially when it's in a form of a conflict, we usually jump into defensive mode first. Our first our first thing that we think about is I need to protect myself.
Yeah,
And that's a normal human behavior. But you have to be mindful that the first things that come out, sometimes you need to just take a breath, take a pause, take a beat, and say, you know what is coming out of my heart right now? You know, especially if you did something and you're on the initiating end, maybe you have to own something that you
yeah,
did. Maybe you have to forgive something that you did. Maybe you have to ask for forgiveness or give forgiveness to someone else. Pause before you react. You want to make a
because
comment
the
on that?
word says, "Be slow to speak and quick to listen." So many times we don't think about the damage that we do with our words because words have power. And it's easier for me, and it's something the Lord really helped me with because I am a female. I have a million words. And the Lord had to teach me it's better to be quiet and listen
Mm,
than have to go back and apologize. Not that I have a problem with apologizing, but if you're always apologizing, that means you're speaking too quickly.
mm.
That means you're not thinking about the damage that you're doing to the people that you love and you're close to. So
And
slow
sometimes that
down.
can't be undone. You
Yeah.
don't want to do something that is irreversible. You can ask for forgiveness, but sometimes those consequences linger far beyond your I'm sorries and I didn't mean to and I'm sorry and please forgive me and all those things. That is just normal when it comes to. And probably the
Slow
most
down.
important one. We thank you guys for hanging out with us
Thank
on this episode
you.
of our Sunday night live session. We've been out for a little while, but we're back now. We're talking about conditions of the
Yeah,
heart
we're
as it
talking
pertains
about
to relationships.
heart check.
And then the last one, I know we went over, we said we try to keep it at 30 minutes, but y'all know when we start talking, it's going to kind of maybe go a little bit long, but that's okay. Hopefully y'all still stick with us. And Luke and hey, Matt, Luke, yeah, we'll be definitely
Thank
playing for you. We see that in the
you.
chat. And then the last one, forgiveness.
Oh, my favorite.
You want to go ahead. You can start it out.
When I first got saved,
Practice it quickly.
my first lesson that God taught me was you are a sinner. You need to be forgiven. And I can't forgive you if you can't forgive. And so when I think about in a 24-hour, I'm going to forgive and I'm going to ask for forgiveness. We need to make sure that forgiving and asking for forgiveness is a part of our daily life because how do we expect to go before God when we can't even forgive someone you ran over my toe? Does that
Mm,
hurt? Yeah, of course it does. But when Jesus was on the cross and they were crucifying him, he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they're doing." If he can forgive the people who crucified him, no matter what you do to me, I can forgive you. Does that mean that we're going to reconcile? Does that mean we're going to be best friends? Does that mean our relationship is going to be? No, it takes time. And so forgiveness is the greatest accessory, the greatest garment, the greatest vehicle, the greatest investment that we can make a part of our everyday life because forgiveness is going to give us access to God's presence, His love, His favor, His goodness, and we will have this thing called peace